Ruby red, 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 ding ding ding. The match scheduled for Windfall, and it is a fatal four-way match for the Raw Women's Championship. In this match, there are no disqualifications, no countouts, and no submissions. The only way to win is by pinfall. The only way to win is by pinfall. First, Ruby Red. Ruby Red. Ruby Red. So Ruby Red is from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at a combined weight of 230 pounds. Ruby Red. Ruby Red. Jasmine. 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 Is mine. Is mine. Is mine. Jasmine is mine. Ding ding ding. Next, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at a combined weight of 296 pounds, Jasmine. And Jasmine here tonight to destroy all of these women. And Jasmine is mine, is mine, is mine, is mine, is mine, is mine. Jasmine. Demetria Morgan. Demetria. Demetria. Demetria Morgan. Ding ding ding. Next, from Wilmington, Alabama, weighing in at a combined weight of 241 pounds, Demetria Morgan. And Demetria Morgan ready for this fight tonight that she has to be in for the Raw Women's title. Demetria Morgan. Demetria. Demetria. Demetria Morgan. Demetria Morgan. 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 Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace. I'm Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace. I'm Jordan Grace. Ding ding ding. And their opponent from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at a combined weight of 241 pounds. She is the Raw Women's Champion, Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace. And Jordan Grace wearing a different Raw Women's gear. This is not the same one she wore for Clash of Champs. It's a different one. Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace. I'm Jordan Grace. And this is what it's all about. Jordan Grace does not have to be pinned to lose her Raw Women's title. Ring the bell, ding ding ding. Oh, and Grace. Oh, and Grace going after all. Grace already. Cover 1, 2. And Jasmine. And and Ruby Red. And now Ruby Red. And Ruby Red going, Ruby Red going after Morgan. And a kick to Jasmine. Ruby Red. And Grace. 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 Grace is not. Grace is a perfect Raw Women's Champion. And plus she belongs here. And another insecurity. And Jasmine, gonna big boot Grace over the top rope. And now Morgan, and Morgan drop kicking them two. And now Morgan, and Ruby Red, Ruby Red connecting with all 3 kicks, and planting down Morgan. Cover 1, 2, and it's not enough for Ruby Red to come back. Champion for the 2nd time in her career, and Grace a kick to the back. And Grace with a lot of kicks to Ruby Red. And Ruby Red and Ruby Red and Red and Grace and now Grace and a splash and a kick by Morgan. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out. And now Grace and and now Jasmine planting Ruby Red and planting Jasmine. Cover on Ruby Red 1, 2, and Red got a kick out. And now it's Jasmine who is brutalizing these women. And now Grace and Jasmine. And Jasmine again now coming back on the attack of Jordan Grace and Ruby Red. And and Ruby Red and Grace Oh! And matter of fact, and now and Jasmine being destructive here tonight. And now Grace, and Grace now, and a knee. And Ruby Red, talking, and Grace now giving knees here tonight to these women. And Grace now, and Grace now, and Grace now with Jasmine, and Grace now, and Grace and Red Ruby Red with all three kicks. And now Ruby Red and and Ruby Red and and Grace and Ruby Red got 1, 2, and Red again kicking out. And now Ruby Red going to go see what's wrong with Morgan. And not even going to help Morgan. And Ruby Red going to continue to favor. And Grace taking out Ruby Red. It was really supposed to be Ruby Red versus Jasmine versus Grace part 2, but then Morgan got involved. And what a knee by Grace. And Grace enters herself back in. And Grace, and Grace now. Wait a minute, Grace. And Grace, massive kick. Up goes, down in the spot. Grace, while everyone else is out. Grace, moonsault. Grace will retain. Another moonsault. And Grace now. And Grace with Grail. And Grace, through the table. And Grace, kick to Ruby Red. Ruby Red kick. Oh my God, not like this. Ruby Red, kick, down goes Jasmine. Not like this. Ruby Red, Ruby Red kick. Ruby Red kick. Ruby Red, 1, 2. And Grace, and Grace breaks it up. Grace, plants Ruby Red, and plants Jasmine. And not like this. Grace, that's one moonsault. Grace ain't done. A second one. Grace, retains. 1, 2, 3, and Grace retains. Jordan Grace. I'm Jordan Grace. Here is your winner and still the Raw Women's Champ, Jordan Grace. And what a victory for Jordan Grace here tonight.